Brethren, I pray you sing a new song. Sing praise in the assembly of the righteous. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hands to execute vengeance on the demonic nations and punishments on those peoples, to bind their kings with chains. This honor have all his saints. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Sing to him a new song.
Is to give them the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We're supposed to abstain from all manners of evil. You understand? What's up with it, brother? Hey, I see you over there. You looking like Solomon, and you up there grilled out. Come talk to me, brother. Come here, bro. What's going down? You got the salt of the earth on you, I see. Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, well, you know when that brother got that grill, boy, he smile all day. That boy smiling in sleep. What's up with it, brother? What's your name?
Terrence.
You believe in the Bible, Terrence?
Yeah, I read it a couple times.
But do you believe in it, though?
I believe in
Yeah. What you don't believe out of the Bible?
I don't
Come
know,
back and talk to us, brother.
I don't know,
All right.
Man-made, man wrote, I don't know.
You
can't believe
well,
everything.
hey, so all right, so what is? Do we just throw it away because man wrote it?
No.
Do you throw away the knowledge that you learned in high school?
No.
A man wrote that. So that would be crazy just to say to throw away the Bible.
Yeah.
We know it's knowledge out here, right?
Right.
So we go to the Bible because it's knowledge. Right. It's the word of God. Right. The Most High God don't. You ain't never seen the Most High God come down here and kill somebody though, did you? No. But the Most High did that though. Right. That's the power that he got. Right. So just because he didn't write it, don't mean it's not his. You see what I'm saying? What you got, Doc? Oh, yeah, you're going, okay. Let me get Deuteronomy real quick, 28. I'm going to show you something out of the Bible. You see these pictures right here? What you think about that, brother?
Real life.
It's real life. So how do we stop this from happening again? And, no, matter of fact, forget that question. Why did it happen? Come on, man. Come on, brother. Knowledge is powerful. I know you. It's in your spirit, brother. Why did that happen? Did that happen to everybody on the earth?
Nah.
Who did it happen to?
Black people.
So-called black people, right? Because we black.
Right.
What color are we?
Black.
Brown. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff we got to get rid of because we've been told lies. You see what I'm saying? That's so we out here as brothers, man, to unify. You're going to have knowledge to give to me, and I'm going to have knowledge to give to you. You see what I'm saying? What you got, Doc? All right, let me get that. I'm going to show you why this happened to us, man. If you got 15 minutes real quick, watch this, brother. I'm going to show you who, matter of fact, what is the nationality of your father?
He got Indian and black in him.
So what about his father?
He like full-blood Indian.
Okay, so that's cool. All right, so watch this. I'm going to show you who we are according to the Bible. Right, because you ain't never seen the black nation in the Bible, right? It's 18 nations in the Bible, right? So which one are you in here? What nation is you in this book? That's a good question, right? Watch this.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Go ahead, 1 verse. Okay. And verse 1. It says, "And it shall come to pass."
So before we get into this real quick, you remember when you heard about Moses freeing his people out of Egypt, right? And remember, he said, what? Let my people go, right? Who were those people? You know what they were called as a nation? The nation of Israel. The nation of Israel, the Israelites, right? Now watch this. Read verse 1.
God, this is Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto who?
All Israel.
No, Ishmael.
All Israel.
All Israel. These be the words which Moses spoke to all Israel, right? Read on.
Right, so 28 and 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So he told the Israelites, if y'all shall hearken, meaning if y'all shall listen into the voice of the Lord thy God, right? What did he say to the Israelites?
God. to observe and to do all his commandments.
He said that y'all need to hearken and observe and do all God's commandments, Israelites, right? Go ahead.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So they went into the wilderness and they were dealing with Moses, and Moses told them if they hearken into the words of God and do what the Most High told them to do, right, that God was going to set them on high above all the nations on the earth. Wouldn't you like that, brother? To be on high. Imagine you shining right now. Imagine if you was just shining, brother.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Living like a king in your rightful state. Because we're not in our rightful state right now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You made that work with nothing.
Right.
Imagine if you had something, brother, but you can't even walk. You feel me? Right? You can't even walk. Right? All right, so watch this, brother. So he said if they do hearken, that they were going to be above all these other nations. Okay? Right, watch this.
Keep going. In all, start at 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So first, he told them if they will hearken, what was going to happen, they was going to be blessed. Now he said if they will not hearken, if they will not listen, read.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day.
He said if y'all don't observe to do the commandments, watch what happened. Read.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
What is a curse, brother? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing. So he said if y'all will listen to the voice of the Lord thy God, y'all going to be above all the other nations. He said, but if y'all don't listen to the voice of the Lord thy God and to observe and to do his commandments, y'all going to be cursed. Right? You ever felt like a cursed people? Because you said it's a bad thing. Don't you feel like we look at our people, look like we going through...
Yeah, crazy. A curse.
We look like we going through a curse. Would you agree?
Right.
Right, we definitely do. We look blessed. Living in the hoods, in the ghettos. Right, watch this.
God, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Have you ever felt cursed in this city? Could the police just pull up on you right now, snatch your chains around your neck, throw you on the ground, black your eye?
Right, for no reason.
No reason. Cursed shall be in the city, and what?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
So in the field, man, right? Our ancestors worked in the fields, brother. Look at them sisters. Was that a blessing or a curse, brother?
That's something that had to do with the curse.
That's something that have to do with the curses, huh? That's the prophecy that we're showing you right now. He said, cursed shall thou be in the city. You seeing it right now. Our ancestors was cursed, being lynched, hung, all through the cities of America, all through the four corners of the earth. That's a curse, brother. He said, cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the fields. Go ahead.
God, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Right, when you're feeling like, hey, I can go get something for my family, you can't even afford it. You're wondering about it. Oh, I need this, but I ain't got the money, but I need to go get this too. Right? Cursed be the basket and now so, let me take that out the basket. Let me put this back. I got to get this. You see, our people, our mothers, we seen our mothers and our grandmothers and our aunties go through that. Right? Go ahead.
Get the points. All right, keep going. Yeah, get the points. All right, come on. So verse 23, it says, and thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron.
Right? So the heavens that are above us shall be brass, and the earth under us shall be iron, right? And that's what's going on, brother. It's the elements is going on. This is real out here. And guess what? Yeah, when we enduring these elements, we enduring, like the brother said, the hell that we're going through, right? Go ahead.
God, verse 28, and we just going through a couple of curses, bro, that we can see. It says, verse 28, the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
Right, so he said he's gonna smite thee with madness, right? You see how people running around here acting crazy, just don't know, they ain't got no mind, they ain't really got no focus, nothing, they ain't got no drive, what they gonna do, they just out here stricken with madness, right? Read that again.
God, it says, the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness.
And blind, they don't know where they going. They don't know what's going on. They don't know why they telling them to put a mask over their face. They ain't even question it. Oh, the white man all of a sudden, coronavirus, the worst thing that ever came in that span of time. Right? Guess what? Got everybody doing it. You got the coronavirus? See? I ain't either. I ain't been wearing no damn mask. You see what I'm saying? So go ahead.
God, verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
He said, you shall betroth a wife, right? And another man's gonna lie with her. Ain't that happened in slavery? Slave master was sleeping with our ancestors' wives?
Yeah, they was.
But that's in the Bible, though. That's one of the curses that was going to happen. Did that happen to the other nations? No. Read on.
thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
Who's doing the work during slavery? Yeah. Was master working?
No, the master wasn't working.
So who was working?
The ancestors.
The slaves, our ancestors, right? Read that again.
Right. It says, Salaki, it says, thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
He said, you shall build a house, but you ain't going to be able to live in it. Ain't that happened to us? Yeah. We was the one building the houses, right? But we didn't get to live in it. Read on.
God. It says, thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
We were what? Planting the vineyards. We was out there doing the labors in the field, right? But we wasn't benefiting off those labors that we was doing, was we? No. Go ahead.
Drop down to 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So these are the curses that we reading. He said, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given into another people. Did it happen to us during slavery? Was our sons and daughters given into another nation? How'd they get on the plantations? Was they being sold on auction block? So we were, our sons and daughters were being given into another people. They would take the little strong little boy. When he turned 7, 8, 9, they'll sell him. Sell him to another. He going off to be a slave on sugarcane field. You see what I'm saying? Down the block over there, they was out here producing, and they wouldn't be able to enjoy their children. Right? Go ahead.
God. It says, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
So your eyes will look and fail with longing for them all day long. Right? When your sons have been given into another people. Right? Wouldn't you say our ancestors would be out there crying? Why is this happening? Right? She just had a son or a daughter, and now that son or daughter being sold to somebody else. Right. What you think she gonna be doing? Crying. Watch this.
God, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Go back to that verse.
Which one?
The one you just read.
All right. It says, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given into another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
Why are they crying all day long? Because they ain't got no might in their hand. Could they stop it when master sold the son down there to the other sugarcane field? Could they stop it? No. They get put to death. So that's why they crying all day long. Right? This is what's in the Bible about who we are in the Bible. But they're not going to teach you this. Right? Because they teach a religion. They don't teach the Bible. Right? Go ahead.
We just got a couple more. Are you good? Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Who are we serving in America? Who own America? What nation is the president then? What nation he belong to? You from the hood. I know you ain't scared. I know you ain't scared. The white man, right? So the white man run America. You agree? Right. So read that again.
God. It says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So what does the Bible say about who these people are? Do we serve these people? We serve them, don't we? We go to their jobs. We got birth certificates, everything. We pay them for our light bills, right? Watch this.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So this is a curse. He said, therefore you're going to serve your enemy. Watch this.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
In hunger. Who you get our food? Where we get our food? Who own the stores?
White man.
The white man. Watch this.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. Where we get our drinks from?
Stove.
Who own the stove?
White man.
Watch.
And in nakedness.
Where you get all your clothes from? Who own Nike?
White man.
Go ahead.
It says, and in want of all things.
And in want of all things. In the want of all things, he, who? The white man, that own everything. Watch this.
God. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who put the yokes of iron upon our neck? The white man. You see the yokes of iron on these brothers' necks, man.
Yeah.
You see, look at the brother right there in front of you.
Yeah.
Right? Look at this one here. Yokes of iron, because that's a movie. We know this is a movie, but this ain't.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
That's real life. That brother got a yoke of iron upon his neck. Who put that yoke of iron on that brother's neck?
White man.
You understand? So guess what? Guess who the white man, according to the Bible, say he is to us? Therefore thou shalt what?
Serve thine enemies.
He's our what?
Enemies.
He's our what?
Enemies.
Brother, we can't be out here supporting our enemies.
God.
Yeah, I didn't see all that in the Bible.
That's there. That's Deuteronomy 28 verse what?
48.
48. Right? He got a precept right here.
This is Jeremiah 17 verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
So he said, thou, even yourself, shall discontinue from your heritage which he gave you, which the Most High gave you. What happened to Kunta Kinte in Roots? How did his name come from Kunta Kinte to being Toby?
Slave.
And they beat him, remember? Your name Toby, nigga. Right?
They gave him that name.
They beat it out of him, right? Until he agreed that his name was Toby.
Right.
So what is your heritage, brother? Because remember, our ancestors got, our heritage got beat out of them on the slave plantation. What's your heritage? What nation do you belong to? What did you eat? What did you worship? Who are you, brother? Because the Bible said that the same people that we was going to have to go to through hunger, thirst, and nakedness, and the same people that was going to put the yokes of iron upon our neck was going to be our enemies. Right? Why? Because we was under the curse, because we didn't hearken into the voice of the Lord thy God to observe to do his commandments, which he told us all the way back then. The Most High told us. But we hard-headed. We didn't listen. Right? So guess what happened to us? That's why we went into captivity. That's the Most High did that. But ultimately it came down on us because we didn't listen to the Most High. The Most High wanted us to be above all these nations. You see what I'm saying? Read that.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Did we know America? Where we come from? According to history. So he said he gonna do what?
I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Didn't we serve our enemies in a land that we didn't know?
Right.
We came to America, brother. This is crazy that this been in the Bible the whole time.
Just looking past it.
Just looking past it. You know why? Because we believe in what the white man said the whole time. The white man was lying to us. He the one that took the what do you call it when you able to write? Nah, I can't even think what it's called right now. But they the one that, literacy, yeah. They took the literacy for us to learn how to read and write. They took that away from us. Why? Why was that so beneficial for them to take reading and writing away from us? Because if we kept reading this Bible, because we was always spiritual people, we would have started rebelling a long time ago. Like Nat Turner did. Nat Turner started reading that Bible, and guess what happened? They went and killed Massa. They weren't playing that. They found out they was God's chosen people. They got way more. They above these nations. They came back to God and stopped listening to that religion, and boom, they went nigga in the middle of the night, got to handling business. You understand? Read.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger.
Because we didn't hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, we kindled a fire in his anger, and this is what happened when we play with God. This is what happened. He a real OG. You understand? Yeah. So this is what happened when you don't hearken what the Most High told you. Hey man, you get punished. Right. That's the curse, and we under it. And our people don't understand. They think they out here blessed.
No, we ain't blessed.
Nah, you far from blessed.
Yeah,
you understand? Read.
Which shall burn forever.
Which shall burn forever. That fire and that fire that we kindled in the Most High anger is going to burn forever until we come back to the Most High God. Joshua 1:8. Go ahead,
All right, God. It says, Isaiah 51:20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. And it's talking about the brothers that you see, even in California, is a perfect picture. They lie at the corners and they claim that block is theirs. Bro, that's for destroyed people doing that. To claim a block like 6'1". Right. Go ahead.
Right. So just like we see brothers at the store, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't none of this is, huh?
Exactly.
That's the white man. So and then you see our brothers, they out here acting like a bull in a net. What happened when you throw a net on a bull? What is a bull? He gonna get the bucking and kicking, and that's what our people out here doing. They out here bucking and kicking, acting buck wild. That's a saying that we got. We out here buck wilding, right? Read that again, brother.
God. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the heads of all the streets.
Man, the brothers is out here being slaughtered in these streets, right? Right where they at the head of these streets at, because we go to where it's popping, right? So brothers is getting knocked off, right? Go ahead.
God, it says, as a wild bull in a net, it says they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God.
So, hey, they full of the fury of the Lord and the rebuke of the Lord thy God. Why? Because they under those curses, man. They under those curses. They don't even know why they out here acting like that. They don't even know why they putting themselves out there like that when they know Esau could just push up like that. Boom, 14, 15 deeps, and you're done for. You facing 15, 20 years now. You gone. You understand? When you could be out here really using wisdom, brother. We understand that a lot of us ain't got that opportunity because we at the bottom under the curses. But guess what? We put our minds together because we see how we hustle. But we come with a different avenue because we're doing the same avenues that our uncles and our aunties was doing back in the 70s and 80s, and they was getting locked up for it. And we see we still ain't got nothing to pass down to our children. That don't work. You understand? We got to really get out here and be economically sound and build with one another. You see what I'm saying? That pack, brother, that's going to be gone. That bread going to be gone. You know what everybody going to do when they get that bread? You can't show me a baller in the hood. Because the baller in the hood, you know what happened to the baller in the hood? He got pushed over one night. Boom. Had the bricks on him. Right? Boom. Now he's spending 100, 200, 300,000 that he ain't saved up for 15 years hustling. He buying bail bondsmen and lawyers trying to stand from getting to the pen. Then he give all the money up and they still give him 15, 20 years. That ain't working, brother. You know what's going to work? Let me get Joshua chapter 1, verse 8.
This is Joshua 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
See, the book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth. Right? Go ahead.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
Instead of trying to worry about how you're going to put a scheme and a plot together, how to get the bag and how to flip it and how to whip and whatever else, do a kick though. No, you need to be meditating in the scriptures. That's what you need to be doing. You understand? Go ahead.
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
So you got to observe to do all that is written in the book, right? Let's see why we should observe to do all that is written in this book, brother. Watch this.
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
So you know what prosperous mean, right? Prosperous mean success. Meaning you wealthy, brother. When you do what's in this book, he said, then he's going to make your ways prosperous. You're going to be successful, right? Go ahead.
And then thou shalt have good success.
See? Then you're going to have good success, brother. That's the only way we're going to have good success when we come back to the Most High God. You see what I'm saying? Because all the brothers out here doing is hating their people. That's all we out here doing is hurting our people, pushing the same nasty, filthy, whatever you got in your pocket, whatever it is, just so you can get somewhere. So you got to bring somebody else down so you can get up. But that's not love. That's not love, brother. You got to love your brother as you love yourself. Right? Go ahead, Doc. Go read that.
Con, this is Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
See, we are people robbed and spoiled. What we robbed of? Our nationality, right? Our heritage, our culture, our God-given right, right? Being kings and princesses on the earth, right? What is spoiled? When something's spoiled, it's no good, right? And what the other nations think about us? And we no good, right? They think you just ain't nothing but a gold teeth thugging, chain wearing nigga, right? That's what you is to them, and they say, right? Read that.
God, it says, but this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Because you're a king on the earth, though. That's what you truly is. That's what the Bible say. But they ain't gonna tell you that, right? Go ahead.
They are all of them snared in holes.
They all snared in holes. What is a snare? Snare is like a trap, brother. They all snared in holes. Where y'all snared at? Down there at the county, down there in the walls, in the pen, financial debt, mentally debted, right? Just ain't got no knowledge, right? Read it again, brother.
God, they are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
They what?
They are hid in prison houses.
Who fill up the prison houses, brother? But who fill them up, though? Who in there, though? Who the police putting in there? But the Bible say, what? Read it again.
They are hid in prison houses.
Brothers are in there locked up for minor charges, right? Getting lost in the system. Just think about it. They can kill somebody and be caught on video and they go home scot-free. How many brothers didn't even commit charges and they up in there? When they didn't have them cameras in the cameras on their chest. How many of the brothers just was thrown in there because of just because, brother? Right? Because you ain't nothing but a gold teeth chain wearing nigga. Right? Read that.
God. And they are for a prey and none deliver it.
They for a what?
A prey and none deliver it.
And they for a prey and none deliver it. right? You know what the prey is, right? The prey is like something that's been sought out, that's hunted down, right? Like the lion is a predator, right? The gazelle is the prey. What does the lion do to the gazelle? He go hunt it down. And that's what they doing to us. They hunting us down and they hiding us in the prison houses. You understand? Because we under the curses. We serving our enemies. We putting them on high. You see what I'm saying? When really we the guys of the earth. This earth belongs to us. But we don't understand that because we don't read the Bible and we don't understand that we fell and the Most High put us in this position. And the only way to get out is to what? To come back to the laws of God. Right? Read.
God, it says, none delivereth for a spoil and none said restore. Right. Who among you will give ear to this?
He said, and none shall restore. When them damn Africans come over here and say, where my brother? Free my brother. He need to come back to Zimbabwe. My brother come back to Nigeria. The white man. No, that's my brother. When they send a goddamn army over here or a militia over here for us, them ain't your damn people, brother. Don't listen to the lies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen a damn African that look like us, man. You see what I'm saying? We don't look like damn Africans because we got dark skin. The East Indians got dark skin. It's Chinese people with dark skin. The Aboriginals in Australia got dark skin. Right? You got Alaskans that got dark skin, right? That don't mean that just because we all got dark skin, everybody on the earth had dark skin. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
He a Gadite too.
Yeah, he a Gadite. Shit, brother.
That shark guy ain't here.
I know, but he ain't got to.
Oh, okay.
Look at
That little girl.
Look at that little girl right there. She dark, brother. Right. So don't listen to the lies. Right? We all different shades of brown when it comes to the Israelites. Right? Go ahead.
God, verse 23. Who among you will give ear to this?
So who among us will give ear to the Bible? The understanding is saying that we are people robbed and spoiled, right? Robbed of our nationality, right? Giving nasty knowledge that don't benefit us, right? Right? Robbed and spoiled. Go ahead.
God, who among you will give ear to this? Who will hearken and hear for the time to come?
Who gonna hearken and hear until the time to come? Which is this happened during Isaiah, and now he's giving prophecies for us today to go back and read. And we can understand why that was happening to us. Because before we read the Bible, I can ask any, I don't care what professor, what history scholar, he cannot tell us why we went into captivity until the damn white man, the devil that the Bible speak of. He cannot tell you. You know why? Because he's hiding it from you. He don't want you to know who you really are on this earth. You understand? Go ahead.
I got a precept.
Go ahead. Before you get that, let me get Baruch chapter 2. So, brother, according to the Bible, this is what it come down to. You guys chosen people, brother. You never been a nigga, man. You guys chosen people. You above all these other nations on the earth. That's why you feel like that when you walk. That's why you feel like a king when you walk. But you don't understand why I'm like this. Because it's in your DNA. You understand? Read that, huh?
God, bro, what? 2 and what?
2 and 30.
God, 2 and 30. It says, for I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people.
Well, people stiff-necked as hell, man. He said he knew that they would not hear him, right? So guess what? That's why they went into captivity. He already knew they weren't going to hear, right? But prophecy had to come to pass. These things had to happen so we'll learn from that mistake and we wouldn't do it again. You see what I'm saying? Watch this.
God, it says, but in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
But in the land of their captivities, where we at? In the land of our captivities, right? Read.
And shall know that I am the Lord their God.
He said, in the land of our captivities, we shall remember ourselves and shall know that we are the Lord. He's the Lord, our God. See, the God of the Bible is our God, brother. He's not everybody else's God. It's a black man with woolly hair in this Bible.
That's right.
You understand? That's what the text say. Not my understanding. That's what it say. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
God, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear.
See, the Most High brought you over here, brother, for you to get this knowledge. He said he's going to give you a heart and ears to hear. You see what I'm saying? The Most High put the Spirit on you to hearken unto the words of the Lord thy God, to receive knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Right? Go ahead.
Can I say something? Go ahead. So look, another thing too is you'll never see, you said it, I heard you said earlier, you said nobody will teach this Bible. You ain't never heard of these parts of the Bible. It's because they don't have the true understanding on what the Bible is. Only the people that look like him and that is of him gonna give you the real understanding. Like it's gonna be a point in time where you gonna understand it, and you gonna, and you know, a white man or Chinese man, they still ain't gonna understand it. Why? Because it was given to you to teach them. Simple. And that's why the world is in chaos, because we the ones supposed to be teaching the Bible, but we the ones who pushing away from the Bible the most.
Right.
Simple. So I'm gonna continue verse 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity.
Where we at, brother? In the land of our captivities?
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Is this our land? Whose land is it? How we get here?
It's the white man.
How we get into this land though?
Oh, we got brought over here.
How?
Ancestors?
Our ancestors got brought over here, but how did they come over here though? How did the white man bring us over here? Cargo slave ship? Right. Right, because they definitely didn't fly on a damn plane, did they? No, they they definitely didn't fly. You know what I'm saying? So we came over here on boat, right? And it says that, read that part again, Ak?
God.
So it says in the land of our enemy, or land of our captivity.
And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name.
So now we coming back into our heritage and understanding who we are, because we're reading the Bible for ourselves, and now we're praising the Most High in the land of our captivity. See, now we got the wisdom and knowledge back again. Now we giving up those prayers. We singing out to the Most High. We crying out to the Most High. Come redeem us. We need you. Our people down here getting shot dead in the street, and we ain't got nothing to do about it. They run the government. They run the corporations. They run the sewer system. They run the grocery stores. We can't live like this. It's our earth. You see what I'm saying? So now we got the only thing we can do. We can't call the Popo, because damn, the Popo might come and think you the actual the suspect. You see what I'm saying?
I did that till I called the police or something. Something was going on to keep myself out of trouble, and they was looking at me like, I called y'all, like y'all looking at me because I got tattoos and been in prison like 10 years ago, like y'all looking at, you know, like judging me basically, and they was looking like I committed that crime basically.
They not here for you.
Right, they're not here for you, brother. Dude, you're a fool to call them, man. Right. No. And the Bible says we're supposed to rule over our own people. Because we're the ones that they don't understand what we going through in this neighborhood.
Right.
They don't understand you, brother. They go back and live in their little nice house. They getting paid $120,000 a year. The police, y'all. They gonna do it good for their family. What you gonna do for yours though? See, when you want to prosper, you gotta come back to God, brother. You gotta have somebody that's really gonna fight for you. You see what I'm saying? He fight our battles. You understand? Why you think that all this happened and they still ain't put us to death and we still living in 2020? Don't let me grab a hold of the damn white nation and put their whole nation through captivity and one of them still alive 400 years later. We them people. We can't be put to death, brother. We strong, right? Hold on. All right, you got that? Khan, bring that out. Watch this. That's in yeah, Khan.
This is Zechariah 11 verse 4. Thus saith the Lord my God, feed the flock of the slaughter.
So we out here to feed the flock of the slaughter, man. Our people being out here being killed. That's what slaughter means. He says feed the flock of the slaughter, right? Like I said, the Most High brought you up here, brother. Whether you know it or not, you didn't plan to be like, I'm going to go up here to the Israelites today. Right, nah, man. We called that brother over here. That brother came over here like a humble brother. You got that spirit in you, man. Right? Go ahead.
Whose possessors slay them.
Whose what?
Whose possessors slay them.
They possess us, man. They gave you the birth certificate, social security number, and without it, you can't do nothing. You see what I'm saying? Because they possess you. And the possessors what?
And hold themselves not guilty.
And they slay you and hold themselves not guilty. They out here putting your brothers and sisters to sleep, and guess what? They hold themselves not guilty, sending a police officer home with paid leave. Here, hey, what they do to Trayvon Martin? Slayed him, right? But they hold the oppressors, hold themselves not guilty. That's what the Bible say. That's the truth. It is crazy though, brother. But we got to do something. We can't be out here just running with no knowledge. How you doing, brother? So let me you got a precept? That's it on that, right? Read on.
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
So they that sell us say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. When they sold your ancestors in the cotton fields and on the plantations, they was blessing the Lord for that. They got free labor now. Imagine if you got the white man and you got 400 white men, they just working for you. Imagine how you would be benefiting. You see what I'm saying? You'd be like, oh, praise God. Probably, I ain't got to wake up. I ain't waking up till tomorrow. I ain't even going to wake up today. You know what I'm saying? That's how they were saying, blessed be the Lord God, for I am rich. Read it again.
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not.
Right. So guess what, brother? We got to realize we got a righteous state of who we really are. When I show brothers like, brother, we got way more power than walking up and doing what we be doing down these streets. We content with this. We doing the same, like I said, the same thing from back in the 80s. We ain't progressing, right? We digressing, right? Read what you got, Doc.
All right, yeah, I can find out.
What did it say again? No, that's in Isaiah. Isaiah 14.
Oh, okay.
Right, give me Hosea 4 and 6. I'm gonna show you something, brother. Watch this. This what our people doing to this very day. This is why we can't. This is why we not progressing, but we digressing. Right? Watch this. How you doing, brother? Praises. Hosea 4 and 6. Read.
This is Hosea 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
What the Bible say about us?
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
See, we destroyed for the lack of knowledge. You see what I'm saying? We're using the same knowledge that our uncles that we've seen and observed from our uncles and our aunties hustling out on the street and thinking that we're going to have some type of different outcome. We ain't, brother. We got to put our best foot forward. We got to really put knowledge out here in these streets. You see what I'm saying? You want to be that brother known, like, brother, I changed this whole community. I brought knowledge to these brothers, so it's another way, brother. This ain't going to do nothing for us. Read from the top.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Why they destroyed for the lack of knowledge?
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Our people simply reject knowledge, man. You understand? This is why we like this, man. They don't want the knowledge. They don't want to listen, right? Read on.
I will also reject thee.
He said what?
I will also reject thee.
So this is what happened. When you reject the Most High and don't like it, you get rejected. You understand? So guess what? You want to be blessed, you come back to him. It ain't hard. We too thugged out to listen to God, the Creator. Brother, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Let me show him another scripture real quick. Revelations. You got that? Revelation 13. Revelation 13.
God. This is Isaiah 14, and I'm going to start at 3. And it shall come to pass.
Now start at verse 1 and then we'll get to that point.
God. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
So if y'all didn't know, y'all are the children of Jacob, brother. You are children of Jacob. A lot of people don't understand. They thinking they just, oh yeah, I'm from Africa. I asked the brother, okay, you from Africa? What country? What language you spoke? What you eat? I don't know. Well, how the hell you know you from Africa? And we're not saying that we're not from Africa. We're just saying that we're going with the knowledge that has been taught to us and it's out there on the mainstream, and ain't nobody really did no research for themselves. Right? Go ahead, huh?
God.
Let me get that Babylon.
It says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
So he gonna have mercy on y'all brothers. That's why y'all out here like that. The Most High about to have mercy on y'all. Right? Go ahead.
God. And will yet choose Israel.
Because y'all the Israelites. Right? Go ahead.
And set them in their own land.
Where's our land at, brother? Because the Bible said that it was going to be a people that was going to be set in their own land. The Chinese got a land? Where they land at?
China.
Where's the Russians? Where's the East Indians?
India.
What? Huh? What you say, brother? That brother a genius, man. That brother got the spirit on him. Right? Because Israel is on what they call the continent of Africa, but Africa really ain't the original name of Africa. You see what I'm saying? That's the point that people don't study. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in Africa ain't the same people.
Right.
You understand? Just like everybody in Asia ain't the same people. Right? And Asia is a continent. Right? So you got the Russians, Russia is in Asia. Look it up on the map. The geographical location, if you look it up, and if the continent of where Russia is called Asia. So that's crazy that the continent of Africa, everybody got to be one people. You understand? That's not true. Because when you go into history, they divided and cut a canal, which is called the Suez Canal. The man did that, the devil that the Bible speak of, right? So, hey man, it was all connected. Watch this, go ahead.
God, it says, and the strangers shall be joined with them.
He said, and the strangers are going to be joined with us because we the people that don't have a land right now. We're in the land of our captivity. That brother even said it. That, okay, it's Israel, right? But why we not in Israel if it's our land? Right. Why? Because we went into captivity. These other nations took us into captivity. You understand? And now we've been brought over here to serve our punishment for going against our power. Right? Watch this.
God, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
And now these other strangers, they going to cleave to you, brother. Right? These nations, they going to be like, hey, hold on, what's your name, brother? Terrence? I'm going with Terrence. Now, Terrence got that sauce. He got that swag. He a king out here. Now, the nation, there's going to be a time they realize who you is as an Israelite. They're going to be like, from the tribe of Gad, they're going to be like, nah, I got to go with Terrence, man. Watch this. Go ahead.
Yeah, you get that. I know what you're going to. Is that the line?
Yeah. Watch this, brother. This power. This is what they never. This is not a religion, brother. This Bible is a straight up history book. That's right. And it's full of history and prophecies and talking about what was going to be foreseen and what was going to happen to God's chosen people in the future, right? Kind. What you got, watch this, brother. Wait.
This is Revelation 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So didn't the white man lead us into captivity? Huh? What's going to happen to the white man? Read it again.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
He that lead into captivity shall go into captivity. See, that's why they putting out all these pandemics and these viruses and trying to control y'all right now, because they see the Israelites all across the world coming back and they can read now. And they seeing, oh, now these brothers, like I said, they crying up on they God, coming back to their heritage and their customs, and now they scared as crap. You see what I'm saying? So now they trying to keep y'all docile as much as possible. Confusion, right? All right, yeah, go ahead. That's it on that. Oh, no, let's go more. Go ahead.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So here's the faith and the patience of the saints. We're the saints, the Israelites. We got faith and we got patience that what the Bible says is going to come to pass is going to happen. What is that? That he that leadeth to captivity shall go into captivity. You see how these people right here, you see how they had y'all's captivity? Guess what? The roles are going to be reversed. Now y'all going to be kings and they're going to be in y'all fields. They're going to be at your house building your houses. They're going to be building your walls. Read.
God, this is Zechariah chapter 8 and 23. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we heard that God is with you.
They're going to be like, hey, brother, what's your name? Tracy? Chase, my bad, brother. They're going to be like, hey, I'm going with Chase, right? I heard God was with you, Chase. The nation's going to grab onto you and be like, I'm coming with you. What you want me to do? I do anything to be under you, Chase. That's how now they just thinking we some niggas. But brother, we got the strength of the Most High behind us. You understand? We go back to Isaiah real quick. Yeah, 14.
God, it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Now, Chase, where you say our place is again? Israel. He said, and the people shall take them to our place. Israel, watch this.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
So, hey, Chase, what do you do when you possess something? Right there, let me give you an example real quick. Those nauticals, right? You possess those, right? And what does that mean? Well, yeah, you purchase them. When you purchase something, it's yours, right? So that's what I'm saying. He says when they possess it, meaning that now you possess those nauticals, they're yours. You can do whatever the hell you want to with them. You can throw them away. You can sell them. It doesn't matter. Now read that part again.
God, it says, and the people shall take them.
And the Israelites and Chase and Terrence gonna take them
and bring them to their place.
Israel.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
And the house of Israel going to possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and for handmaids. He that leadeth to captivity shall go into captivity. Here's the faith and patience of the saints. Y'all brothers better realize this Bible and God saying that y'all about to have these nations as slaves in the land of the Lord.
Right.
That's what he's telling y'all in the Bible. Watch this.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Who's we captive to, brother? The white man. We captive to the white man. Everything the white man say, this is the rules and regulations. We gotta follow it. The white man say, hey, you gotta pay this much for your water bill. The white man say, hey, well, the taxes, you gotta pay this. I need $200 out of your check every time you go work. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You better do it, right? Because, hey, what are we reading again?
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
He said, now y'all gonna take them captives, whose captives y'all were. You understand? Read on.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
We gonna do what?
Rule over their oppressors.
We gonna do what?
Rule over their oppressors.
We about to rule over these people, man. Real talk. Y'all thinking when we come together, brother, it's about to be over with. It's about to be. I'm talking about we're about to be out here strategizing in righteousness. Right? Read on.
God. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
And from the sorrows, us walking up and down the street wondering, hey, can I really feed my family? Can I really make some money today? Can I do this? He said he's going to give you rest from all your sorrows, not knowing if you're going to be shot dead today, because we all got that hanging over our head. You know what I'm saying? Is it going to be me? Right? Go ahead.
And from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
See, it's hard bondage out here, man. Right? Brothers out here working for pennies, man. For who? The white man. They cool out here working for the white man. Who you gonna hire? Who you gonna hire, Chase? We can't hire no damn body. You know why? Because we oppressed and we crushed under the white man. You see what I'm saying? The white man, now don't get me wrong, we supposed to be and we are about to start building these businesses up and start spending money with our own people. You see what I'm saying? That's what we gotta do, right? To build our people up. Right? Read on.
This is Isaiah 60 verse 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls.
The son of what?
The sons of strangers shall build up thy walls.
And the sons of the strangers going to build up your wall, man. They're going to be building houses so immaculate. You're going to be like, man, right? These are the nations about to go to work for y'all, right? Go ahead.
And their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Right, so, hey, it's about to be glorious when y'all get in your rightful positions. Brother, this is not it right here, though, brother. This is, hey, man, this is not it. This is it, brother. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right, and we ain't just got to go in the Bible. It's this knowledge all through the earth. I'm going to show you. Give me that out of Zondervan, page 84. I mean, not the Zondervan, Babylon, book 2. And then I want the ones where it talks about, matter of fact, just give me that first.
God, this is Babylon, the Timbuktu, page 84. It says, during the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
So the slave market was full of black Jewish slaves, right? So you had Vespasian and his son Titus, who ran the Israelites into Africa, deep Africa, which is how we ended up on the west coast of Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution, right? And then as we lived there, and we start to colonize there, the people that was of that land started to be like, hold on, these are outsiders. Let's get them out of here. So that's how the Africans sold us into the white man and the Portuguese. You see what I'm saying? And they did what? Brought us over here to America, and they put us to work as slaves. That's what happened. It wasn't no Africans selling Africans. It was Africans selling Hebrew Israelites. You got more? Go ahead.
God, this is the next page, page 86. The king ordered the baptism of all the Jews in his domain under the penalty of expulsion and the loss of their property. According to Catholic authorities, 90,000 embraced Christianity at this time. This was forced baptism. In the 7th century, the Jews were threatened with the penalty of slavery if they were found practicing Judaism.
So they had to leave their own customs, right, and go follow a religion, right? And they would be put to death for that, man. So how you think a lot of our people and our mothers and our grandmas and our great-grandmas got into Christianity? Because it was forced on them, right? We're not Christians. Let's get this correct. We are the true Christians in the Bible, the Israelites, right? Let me get that for them brothers. Show them in Acts. This is what in Christians, being Christians, we're not religion. We're about our culture. We're about our nation. We deal with nationalism. You understand? The Most High did our nation. You understand? Just like that. I'm a goddamn racist. I care about my people. You understand? You gotta fight. You gotta fight with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You can't fight with ignorance, because you get put to death real quick. How you think they out here capitalizing? Because they the most racist people that ever existed. You see what I'm saying? Everything they build their people up, right? And when you building, see, this is our mindset. When you build people up, somebody else got to be brought down. They build their nation up, and they bring the other nations down. When we try to build up, I try to build myself up, but I got to bring my own brother down. See, no, you're supposed to be bringing them down. That's the plan. Not your own brother. Because you can't build an army like that. You don't know who to trust now. Now you're a one-man army. You get knocked off a one-man army. Right? Go ahead.
God, this is Acts 11:26. And when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church, and taught much people.
And they taught much people. Go ahead.
And the disciples.
And who?
The disciples.
And y'all heard of disciples before, right? Right? The disciples of Christ, right? The disciples
were called Christians first in Antioch.
And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch. They were called Christians. Why? Because they was like, those are the people that follow Christ right there. Right? So the Israelites in the Bible are the true Christians. This Bible is all about the Israelites. This Bible ain't for the other nations, man. This ain't for them, man. It's for us, man. But they use it, and they use it against our people because we are those spiritual people. You know, we so spiritual, we are tied to the Bible, but the things that they did, it made us shaky about it. You see what I'm saying? When it tells you, thou shalt not steal from, you see what I'm saying? Hey, follow it, right? Thou shalt not bear false witness, follow it. Because guess what? Where we at? We in our communities. Ain't no niggas running down this street going to them big ass houses, running up in them houses.
Right down the street.
Well, that's where you need to be at. They got it.
They got it over there.
Yeah, so our niggas want to go up in the apartments in the same neighborhood and kick the doors, get the weed man and shoot him down. Nigga, you want to really come up, nigga, that one lick? Go down there. Get one of them safes out of one of them houses. Get one of them. I bet you one of them safes got about 500, 400,000 in it. Right? But now our brothers they so quick to come into their own brother and tear him down. Because how you think they got all that? By putting your ass in captivity? By got you working at they store? By got you and your cousins doing a 9 to 5, 12-hour shifts? And now they got all your money down there. They got all your ancestors' money working from sun up to sundown and ain't got nothing to show for it. How people work for 400 years and ain't got nothing to show for it, nothing to pass down, and the ghetto's at the bottom? How that work? You know why? Because y'all the Israelites. And the Most High said, when y'all come back to him, y'all was going to prosper. You ain't prospering out here, brother. And I'm saying that respectfully. You got to come back to the Bible, brother. You got to come back to who you really are. As being a Gadite, a real warrior in the Bible.
Right.
Let me get that out of Genesis 46, 49, kind. It's like verse 16, 15. Get them brothers a flyer, Baba Kasha. Yeah, kind. Yeah, kind. 19.
God. It says, Genesis 49 and 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
So this is what, if your forefather, your grandfather was a Native American Indian, then he would fall under the lineage of Gad, right? That would be what tribe he's from, right? Right. So watch this. Read it again, huh?
God. It says, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
So wasn't this the Native Americans' land? Yeah. What happened to the Native Americans? How was this the Native Americans' land, but now the white man ruling it? They pushed them on out, right? By what? By what mechanism? How did they push them out? Would you say war? All right, watch this. Read it again.
God. It says, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
So a troop, right? An army shall overcome them, But it says, but they shall overcome at the last. See, what happened was, is when them damn British men, and they start coming over here, and the English men start coming over here, and the Pilgrims, they would be like, hey, look at these Native Americans, right? And they would need help to try to live off the land, because they weren't from over here. They came from England and then Great Britain. So they start seeing these people, right, living off the land. They like, hey, we need help to survive through these winters, right? Because they was killing buffalo, bison, and they got big old furs on. Like, we good. You know what I'm saying? So they like, hey, how are we going to be able to survive? So they go to the Native Americans, and they make a treaty with the Native Americans, right? But what they turn around and do? They broke the treaty, being crafty, right? They conspired and was like, nah, we're gonna come with a deal with you, but at the end, I'm going to step on your toes. I'm going to get over on you, Chase. You don't even know it yet, though. But I appreciate you showing me how to survive over here, brother. Yeah, got you. And knocked all y'all off. And that's how they over here, because they sent armies over here. You see what I'm saying? This is in the Bible, man. But our people, they thinking what we're going through right now is just, oh, this is what we got to deal with. You ain't got to deal with this. You being a king on the earth. You really want to get out these situations? You really want to be prosperous? Come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Right. Come back to what the Most High told you and have faith in the Mashiach Yahushai, who is your Lord and Savior in the Hebrew tongue. Right? Because English is a bastard language. Right? That's a slave master's language. You got your slave master's last name, right? You do what the slave master tell you. When the slave master say pay your bill, you say yes, sir, master. You don't even know it. We got them yokes of iron on us, but we gotta break loose. You know what I'm saying? Right? Read on that.
This is Psalms 55 verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
Right?
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
See, they broke the covenant, but the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. See, the white man broke the agreement that they had with the Native Americans, right? The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Read on.
But war was in his heart.
But what?
But war was in his heart.
But war was in his heart, man. They came over here, destroyed the Native Americans, then they went over there to the west coast of Africa, brought y'all over here so y'all can build it up for them. You see what I'm saying? This is the war was in his heart, man. And then what you see, man? What you see? White man putting him to death. White man putting him to death. White man putting him to death. White man putting her to death. This is war, man. What make you think that ain't war on your people? We cool now. We good, brother. Hands up, don't shoot, looking ass. Right? The hell? Ain't no hands up, don't shoot when you messing with my people. We gonna fight war. And that's what the Bible say. Let me get Jeremiah 51, verse 20. We're fighting back with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? Go ahead, Doc.
God, this is Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axes and weapons of war.
Y'all strong, ain't you? Y'all some strong brothers, ain't y'all? You strong, ain't you, Chase? Hey, watch what the Most High said about y'all strong asses out here.
It says, thou art my battle axes and weapons of war.
See, the Most High said y'all his battle axes and weapons of war. Because he know how strong y'all is. Right? Ain't nobody messing with y'all when it comes to the strength. Right? When it comes to combat, ain't nobody messing with y'all. Let that white boy come up here. I'm talking about knock him smooth out. Let that Chinese boy come over here talking about that kung fu shit. Knock him smooth out. Right? Go ahead.
Hey, I'll say something.
Go ahead.
So look, and another thing too, like he said, they can't deal with us, and that goes back to the natives, our forefathers, the natives. Like we was tearing their ass up, but they came back with that Gatling gun. That Gatling, you know that gun with it. And the Indians was like, what the hell is this? We don't know how to deal with this. And they gave up, bro. Like, I think it was Wild Bull or Crazy Horse. He said, I'm not going to fight no more because that with that instrument they using is wiping us out.
It's unfair.
They gave up. Yeah.
Right, they fight with bow and arrows and tomahawks. These niggas got gunpowder.
We was
right?
tearing their ass up, though, until they came up with that Gatling gun, bro. They was shredding us. Right. But it's prophecy. It had to happen. And that's why it happened the way it did. Right. But they not stronger than us, bro.
No, they're not stronger than us.
But what was you at? Jeremiah 51:20. God, it says, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider.
He said with you, he gonna break in pieces the horse and his riders in these nations. He gonna use you to do it, brother. Watch this.
God. And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. And with thee also will I break in pieces man and woman.
So even the men and women you gonna break in pieces. You ain't gonna have no pity on them. Look what they did to your people. When it comes for war, I'll be like, nah, brother, that's a good white man right now. Put his ass to death.
Amen. It says, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young.
The old women and the young children. They gotta go. Look at these. Look, brother. What you see right there? They have no pity on your people. None of us